Hey guys, Dan here. Welcome to another episode of Ugly Jeeps. Today we've been in the shop working on our 1952 Willys M-38. I haven't really introduced you guys to this build. It's been kind of a big pain in my butt for going on 3 years now, and we're kind of getting to the end of it. So I thought I would make a video and show you what's going on with it. So a few years ago, like 4 almost, I had a green Willys M-38, which is the Korean War military version of the CJ-3A. And I decided I wanted to sell it. And the gentleman I sold it to was like, well, can you paint it and fix it up for me? And I was like, sure. I'm in the middle of a project, but when I get done with that, I will get right on it. So it took about a year to finish the Jeep we were building, which was the gunmetal gray CJ-2A we did a few years back. And then we got into this thing, and it was just really needed everything. The body was rusted out. The frame was rusted out. The guy kind of had a list of things he wanted to do to it, lift, wider axles, and then he wanted an engine swap. So we tore the Jeep all down into pieces. We sourced another frame. That was one of the first things we worked on. The new frame, we lengthened it about 5 inches. He wanted a lift kit, so they don't make anything very tall for a flat fender, so we ended up going with some Jeep YJ Rubicon Express 4.5-inch lift springs, which are probably a little tall for it. We will see once all the body stuff gets on. He wanted a little bit wider axle, so we got some Dana 44s from East Coast Gear. These are 60 inches from wheel mounting surface to wheel mounting surface. Detroit lockers front and back, chrome ollie axle shafts, 488 gears, 4-wheel disc brakes all around. One of the most expensive things I've ever took my credit card and swiped for. Just got some Bilstein, just their Bilstein shocks. I think those are off of a, like 70 something Chevy rears with like a 8-inch lift. Hopefully they work. For engine power, I did something that probably I will never do again, which was run with some information I got off the internet and then order a motor blindly. And this is what we got. It's a 2020 4.3 liter Chevy. It's all aluminum. I believe they call it an LV1. It came out of a 2020 Chevrolet Express 2500 van that was wrecked. Only 3,500 miles on the motor, so it should be a good one. Lasts a good long time. I'm still working out the kinks on getting it running. Hopefully within the next 3 weeks I have a computer. It's been an ongoing battle. I ordered a computer and a harness from a company in Michigan, and I won't say their name, but I gave them some money and ended up getting a harness and no computer. And now, 2.5 years later, almost 3 years later, I still don't have a computer from them. And they have a bunch of bad reviews on the internet. So if you want to do one of these things, do not use LS Swap Specialties. They will take your money and not give you anything back. They kind of lied to me too. They told me that we could just program this as like a 2016, not knowing that like the 2016 would be an LV3 with active fuel management. And I don't think that this doesn't have active fuel management on the LV1s. So I don't know how that would all work. Hopefully within the next week, I'll know more about all of that. I've been kind of just putting it off because it's just trying to get the body and all the other work done because it's been a big stressor of mine. So, but we did all the sheet metal work, changed all the side panels. Just about the only thing that's still stock is the cowl and the bed floor. Everything else has been changed out with, I believe it's Classic Enterprises sheet metal. We drilled all the spot welds and put everything back together. Transmission, that's a Ford T18 Granny Low. Transfer case is a Dana 20, Scout Dana 20. It's got a Novak adapter. I ordered the whole transmission through Novak, hoping that it would be an easy swap. Little did I know I still would have to do work to the front of it. Hopefully that works out good. Yeah, the paint is a pearl white metallic, like Subaru color. You really can't see it. It's got a ton of metallic and pearl in it. So we got rid of most of the things that make it like a Telltale M-38, like the side shovel and axe mount. We kept the cowl battery box because we're going to mount the computer and the fuse box right in here on top of this shelf we made. We kept the gauge area. I actually got the gauges. I got a bunch of gauges from Speedway. Put in the old M-38 panel. 72 Chevy truck steering column. This is a full cage, family cage kit I got off of eBay that we welded and put all together. It's got nice crossbars, and we got bars that'll go down and tie it into the frame too, so it'll be a pretty safe Jeep when it's done in case it rolls. There's the grill. It's just a standard M-38 grill. I put some modified nighttime running light things in there for turn signals and park lights. So when we lengthened the frame, we also added 3 inches to the hood fenders to give us a little more radiator clearance right here for this big Hurricane motor. Other than that, we have just probably about another month worth of tinkering here and there. We got a Koenig hard top and doors that's going on it as well. That'll be pretty cool. But yeah, just this is what we've been working on over here in the shop. This is probably our last big project for somebody else. We're just gonna get out of the working on Jeeps business and get into the driving Jeeps business. Hopefully. I'll be working on the John Wayne one and getting it on the road as my wheeling Jeep. But Steve's getting tired of working every weekend on everything, and so am I. I really like to go do some other things with my life, and this project is really just drug on and on and on. So at least once something gets painted, you can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's what I'm looking for, is just to do something else besides this every weekend. Got a master cylinder off of a Granada, like a 70-something Granada with 4-wheel disc brakes, manual 4-wheel disc brakes. This slave is a Speedway, got a Speedway clutch hose. Down underneath here, we just got one of the Speedway purple pull style slave cylinders. It works pretty good. We put hung pedals in it. These are out of like '89 or '90 Jeep Wrangler. Had to do quite a bit of cutting and massaging and modifying to get them to fit under the flat fender cowl. Seats, it's gonna have some PRP. They're like side-by-side seats. The customer ordered them. They are like ostrich skin, I guess. They'll be heated. He ordered front seats and a back seat, bench seat that I made adjustable so you can put it all the way back when you don't have a top on it, or slide it forward so the top will have enough room to slide, so you have, you know, more room, more leg room when there's no top on it, I guess. Let's see. We don't have wheels and tires. Well, we have tires. We don't have wheels yet. It's going to run like 37 1250 Coopers, 37 1250 17 Cooper mud trains is what he ordered for it. He's been looking for some black or gunmetal gray, probably beadlock wheels that are kind of a little bit inset, and I didn't realize how hard it was to order wheels these days. It's been a long time since I ordered a new set of wheels, and every website seems to make everything metric. So I don't know if I'll even see it with wheels on it, or it'll just go back to his house on rollers when I'm done. We don't really have a lot left. We need to get a front drive line made, get the harness, bolt in the roll cage, the top. I still got to figure out what fuel pump I'm running. I'm hoping that the people programming my computer for me will be able to tell me, because they said that it needed a return line. So I'm going to ask them what they recommend for a return line and a fuel pump. We're gonna have a 15-gallon like CJ tank under the back of it, and should be plenty of fuel for this thing. What else? We bed lined the inside of it with Herculiner, just roll on Herculiner bed liner. I cut out for the seats, bent metal for all that, to give a little extra room. So there's not really a lot of room in these flat fenders, but it's going to have probably a Grant steering wheel, so it'll be people that have a larger midsection will be able to drive it well. Well, I think that is pretty much everything I have to say about the M38 build today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.